Okay, so we're taking a look at Jared Mayden here for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Mac Hereford with a little insight on the safety, although this is a guy that we've seen play cornerback. He's played star, he's played safety at Alabama, and what's interesting about him is sort of his career. 0 starts in his first 3 seasons. I believe he had 23 tackles in total, and then his senior year he becomes a fixture on the defense for Alabama. What makes him such a special guy, and where did you really see him sort of increase his draft stock as he played well this season?
Yeah, well, I think you kind of hit on it right there. The fact that he was able just to stick with the program, and he was a good friend of mine, great guy, and just be able to like not veer off on a different path, but work harder and harder and just continue to do what's right. And they moved him, like you said, like from DB to safety to all these other positions, and he was able to do his job at every position that was needed. And it was one guy. If one guy were to go down at DB or something, you would see him come up. So they always had him in a spot that they needed in case something happened. And then all that work and effort he put in gave him the opportunity senior year. And, it didn't surprise me at all. They did really well and performed how he did.
Yeah, and this is a guy that led the team with 4 interceptions in his senior season. Obviously a very versatile guy, and some discussion. I know he was at the Senior Bowl kind of talking about his meetings with the NFL scouts and sort of where he would be most comfortable, what position would he be most comfortable playing. And obviously in discussing that, where does he fit best into sort of that realm of things? Obviously at the corner position, or does he best fit into the safety position, in your opinion, maybe early in his career?
Yeah, I think early in his career, there's the corner, there's the safety. There's also that nickel spot that's kind of in between. And I think that would be the best spot for him just because he does have the ability to cover. He's played defensive back, and he's also been back at safety. He knows how to tackle. And so I think the nickel kind of combines both of those and allows him to do and be as successful as he can be, and I think that's the perfect spot for him.
And you talk about being good friends with him, so you obviously have spent a lot of time around him, and being able to see him evolve as a player and a person, to really be able to stick with it. That's hard to do because you're going out, you're grinding. You've been there and done that. To be able to stick with the program, obviously you're not getting the reps, you're not getting the playing time, but you're still part of this thing. And obviously it paid off for him because now he's getting looks with potential opportunity to get drafted, at some point in time in this NFL draft.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a really hard thing to do. And, he didn't get attention. They weren't telling him he's going to play. They weren't going to promise him anything like that. But he literally just said, I came here, I'm going to finish out here and do what I'm supposed to do, and it's going to work out, and it ended up working out for him.